I'd just again like to say a massive thank you for all the donations you guys sent in last year to help with our appeal to get the specialist chair for the Treetops Hospice. I can see they have got that chair now, and it means that families are able to enjoy the last few days with their loved ones. People are mobile, they can get up and about, they can spend a bit more quality time with their friends and family, and absolutely honestly it's the biggest donations that the hospice have ever had, and they would not be in the position they're in without your guys' help, so I massively appreciate that. So thank you very much on behalf of me, Ian and the Hemlock Stone gang, and the team at the Treetops Hospice. Thank you again for your generosity, and enjoy the show. Bye!
I've been doing a bit of a review on an Arctic MIG welder, make a spool gun welder for welding aluminium. I've got some decent arc shots. I'll put a little bit on towards the end just as a matter of interest. Doing arc shots is not easy, especially on aluminium MIG, because it's very bright. It tends to flare when you're trying to film them. But I've got at this stage now where you can actually see what's happening. I'll put a little bit of that in towards the end. Nice piece of angle there. I'll simply drill and tap a hole in there, 10mm for that one. Use a digital readout, measure along 8 inches, drill and tap another one. They're bolted together. Then I can cut the pipe to fit in between, weld it up in the double B. A good one, so to say. Roughly in the middle, about there. Bastard! Should have pulled every time I've done that. Time I fill the oil bottle up again. You actually just drill these straight through and put nuts on the bottom, but I might as well tap the holes. Right, it's simply a case now of welding that in 8 inches. There you go, 8 inches. Nothing wrong with measuring twice and cutting once. Spot on 8 inches. I keep meaning to make a spring-loaded follower to do this with. I'll flash across the top of there with a grinder before I weld it, just to save the paint burning off, that's all. Simply screw onto there. Right, next thing is to notch the tube so it's a good fit around there. I've got a 1-inch milling cutter in there, inch diameter, so I show you how to use that. To put it, you could use a half round file to notch it, but use a machine if you've got one. And then there you go on the centre there, weld it on. Right, this is the setup. I've got an inch cutter in there. I've got a bit of pipe clamped in the vise with a V-block. I've got the mill running as slow as it'll go. I'll give it a try and see what sort of effect it has. Hopefully it's going to cut a nice groove out of there so it'll fit on the tube properly. Right, we'll give it a try. That looks pretty good actually. Which is a nice fit because that's inch and the cutter's inch, so it can't be anything else. You can actually angle that in the vise, or you can even angle the head of the machine. Because quite often you've got to weld these on in an angle. Right, as you can see, that's not too shabby at all. It's a good fit. You'll get a nice weld around there. In case now cutting the other end the right length, so it's a good fit between the two bosses, and we'll get it welded up. I've spent hours and hours doing that with a half round file. And that's pretty good. Right, I've milled the other end. Nice fit. So we'll get the weld that on there now. Or well, get 3 sides and take it off for the last little bit, which means it can't move, it can't warp, it's got to stay perfectly in line. Maybe what I should have done was used the other milling machine to do this, because it's a lot more rigid and it does run a lot slower. The trouble is I've got the overarm on at the minute set up for horizontal. I've never actually done anything at all with the vertical milling head on it. That's quite nice, I'm pleased with that. Probably put a clamp on there as well just to keep it down, but if I tack it in 4 places and weld around there, it's not gonna go anywhere. I'll try and make a nice pretty job of welding them on, because you want it to look the part. See, it's a steady bar for a bike engine on it's actually a drag bike he's building, or he's built. I've done little bits and pieces for him before. See it from that angle how they're in line, they're not lying crooked, nice and straight. And it's only a family job to make a little jig up like that. I mean, if I was doing lots of these, I'd probably have like a T-slotted table and do them on that. Right, I'm certainly happy with that. It blew through there towards the end, but that was me. I'm trying to weld round cameras and all kinds. These are the same settings, and I've got a T-joint set up in the 2.2mm aluminium. Right, I must admit I was quite impressed with that. The speed at which it welds is absolutely amazing. Once again, it just remains to say thanks very much for watching, thanks for subscribing, thanks for clicking the like button, and as always a massive thanks for all the well wishes that are coming in towards my wife and my dad. Thanks very much. That counterbolt to drop the cylinder head into, you bell end.